All right. Ivy asked me earlier why I'm obsessed with Kamala Harris and her claim to be a gun owner. Well, it's because I don't believe it, and it's her false attempt to connect with gun owners in America. Oh, I'm a gun owner. I'm like you. Kamala Harris is nothing like me, which is why I say, prove it. Prove you're a gun owner. I don't believe it for a second. I don't. If you're a gun owner, tell me where you bought it. Do you have one gun? What kind? Have you ever shot it? What gun store did you buy it? Where is it now? Because she said to Oprah yesterday, if you come in my house, I'm sorry, but you're going to be shot. Yeah, by Secret Service. Not by you, Kamala. Anyhow, Steve Dulan's with me. Smartest, hardest working, best looking guy in television punditry today. There he is, everybody. It's Dulan.
Gruber, just last week we were talking about honesty in media.
Yeah.
You can't say all those things. You can't say all those things about me without your nose growing.
You've grown a beard since last week. You've gone feral on me. Yeah, that's all right.
Lazy, according to my wife.
So Ivy did ask me earlier, why are you obsessed about this gun thing with Kamala? And that's why. I don't believe she owns a gun. I don't think she's ever bought a gun. I don't think she's ever been to a gun store in her life. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit it right here in front of God and everybody. See, that's the difference between me and other folks that do this. I'll actually tell you if I got something wrong. Doesn't happen too often, but it does happen, all right? I get things wrong. But I don't think she's ever bought a gun. I don't think she's ever fired a gun. I don't think she could tell you anything about a gun that she allegedly owns because I don't think she does. And see, so for me, that's just a lie. It's like Tim Walz saying, I'm an ordinary Midwesterner. No, dude, you're a freak. Tim Walz is not somebody I want to... Look, one of the things that makes why I like George W. Bush, here's why. I can see myself having a beer with that guy. I can see myself having a beer with Bill Clinton, all right? Can you see yourself having a beer with Tim Walz ever?
No.
Right.
No. Yeah, I get it. I know exactly what you mean. They're disingenuous.
Just phony. And the way, you know what word comes to mind when I see Tim Walz? And not Kamala. She's just what she is. Tim Walz is icky. It's just icky. Just like, dude, there's something creepy about him. He's got that stupid sitcom dad thing going on where he does it's like he's every bad sitcom dad you've ever seen from the 1980s. It's like weird to me. Anyhow, go on.
Well, it looks kind of animatronic. There's a video I just saw recently in the last day or two of Kamala saying that even if you have a gun inside, and she even used the word sanctity of your own home.
That's right.
That doesn't mean that we meaning the government, don't get to come in and check that you're doing things responsibly. And I might be paraphrasing slightly.
No, you've got it close enough. As she said, even if you've got it in a safe in your home, we can come in and check to make sure you're doing things right. That's pretty much spot on what she said. 100%, Dulan.
Two amendments, 1/5 of the Bill of Rights violated in one sentence.
Tell the folks.
That the government gets to come into my home.
Unreasonable search and seizure. Unreasonable search and seizure protects American citizens against that, does the Constitution. And
the Second Amendment, which says you have a right to keep and bear arms. Keep means you can have it in the house. Bear means you can take it outside the house.
Yeah.
And so you get an A from the professor, Gruber. You're right. Those are the amendments.
Yeah. So she said that. And so that was from the archive. She said that standing next to Gavin Newsom somewhere. I saw that clip. I think we played it a couple of days ago. And then there's a clip from this week, where she said, I'm a gun owner. Again, I don't believe that. She said, I'm a gun owner. We're not going to take guns away, but we must ban AR-15s. In the same sentence, in an 11-second clip, she goes from, we can't ban guns to we're going to ban guns, right? 11 seconds.
Right.
In fact, I've got it for you. I'm going to play it for the folks here. It's bite number 3, Anthony. It's bite number 3. Roll it.
So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban. So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban.
Help me here, Dulan. We're not going to take my guns away, but we're going to take your guns away.
Right. And, I think most of the folks listening and watching right now know that the problem with assault weapons is definitional. So what they really mean is semi-automatic firearms, which are designs that go back to the late 1800s and constitute the majority of modern firearms.
By far.
So once they say assault weapons, they're talking about almost all the modern guns.
They're talking about Remington Model 1100 semi-automatic shotguns. They're talking about semi-automatic 306 hunting rifles. They're talking about semi-automatic everything, including handguns and everything else. I mean, the most common guns in America are shotguns, I'm going to guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to guess more people have shotguns than anything else for hunting purposes and so forth, most of which are semi-automatic.
Yep. A lot of semi-automatic 22s out there, pistols and rifles.
There you go. A Ruger 1022, for example. First gun I ever shot that my father bought at a drugstore, 1,000 years ago when drugstores still sold guns. They sold dynamite back then, too. That's a story for a different day, of course. Dulan, I think it's important for me to ask if she actually owns a gun, and if so, what kind, and where is it? I'll give you the last word.
It's also important for gun owners to get registered and vote.
Amen.
And, there are ways to do that. There are groups that will help you, including a couple that I'm on the board of. But in Michigan, MCRGO, Michigan Coalition for Responsible Gun Owners, mcrgo.org, the National Rifle Association. There are others out there that will help gun owners, and they'll help you. Even if you're registered to vote, they'll help you help your friends make sure they're registered to vote, because it's actually really astonishing and sad how many folks own guns, believe in the Second Amendment, and haven't even registered. They're not even
true. If you want to protect your rights, you've got to vote. MCRGO.org. I'm a member of that. I'm also a member of the USCCA, the United States Concealed Carry Association, and some other folks, too. Support the folks that support you. Dulan, see, that's why you're the smartest guy in punditry today. Thank you.
Thanks, Gruber. Appreciate it.
Scleroderma makes life hard. If you suffer from the disease or know someone...
Thanks, Dulan.